comrades, it's Premier Rever, and I am back again at Neuve Revergrad. In real life, it's just a few minutes later. Well, actually, a good number of minutes later, but not much time. I haven't played time yet, but I thought I would show you what we've done. And now in this episode, I'm going to try to play time a little bit more, so we might as well do it. And it means we'll have to go check up on some other things and distract ourselves, but I don't think I need to be so focused, because as long as we plop down a few houses and get some things going, I'll be pretty content. I don't feel like there's some super urge to get massive amounts of things done. So there are plenty of things, but what I thought I would do is lay out the rails, because that's just sort of time consuming to get all this nice and neat. I don't know if it's exactly how we'll do the roads, but pretty similar. All right, and it is, when you zoom out a little bit, it doesn't look like the right kind of road. But it's very similar to over here. Not quite. There's 4 railroad tracks over here, and there's a couple lessons learned. Now, I don't think this is going to work out as nicely as I would hope it would, but one of the issues is that the trains over there, if you just want a train to go to this stop, the other trains interfere. Now, we'll have to do some signaling here, but what the idea was that we would have a bypass loop. And I didn't want to, it would have been, in some ways, it would have been nicer to put it here, because I wouldn't have had to have all these bridges, but at the same time, it would interfere with this other loop. This loop here will be the one that takes people to this stop and this stop, which is how they'll get into, well, not the radio station, but how they'll get to their various activities and supplies and whatnot. So the idea with this is that if I were to send a train in that wasn't going to this stop, say it was going to this one, it could come in here, switch tracks here, and then go in and do its thing, right? So they could skip any of the stops and not get held up in there. Now, the thing without waypoints, I'm not real confident that this is going to work, but I thought, well, let's give it a try, right? If they ever do give us waypoints, I could put say a waypoint here that would force them not to go this way, and then we could put a waypoint here to force them not to go into here, you know, if it was just going to this one, say. But we'll see. Like, maybe I can dream of waypoints. So in any event, I think that's pretty slick. Now, the other thing is I learned we definitely don't want these trains end up sitting here, and it ends up, if this ever gets a little bit clogged up, it really affects our trucks and buses in and out. So I'm hoping to have a bridge on either end that will get us into this area from here with trucks or buses, if we even really need to. The biggest thing will be like fire coverage. I don't really see a lot of, like over here we have one of these sections here is most of all these workers go to work through these bus stops, which, speaking of which, probably could use it's probably not going to hurt. Sorry, this is called complete distraction. Yeah, it probably really wouldn't hurt to do this, would it? Sorry. Let's just, oh, there we go. Good. Auto did it. I don't know if they're going to be able to complete those because of things. All right, so because they don't have people, they don't have buses, or does it? No, you know what? They may have a bus. Whatever. There we go. So we got a little extra help on that. So now the other thing with lessons learned, probably the biggest place, and eventually we should probably even down here, maybe we'll do the same thing while it's really not getting used because I don't have houses here, which we may decide to do, right? We have a set of houses here on the other side of the university, but we don't have any houses here. And this really should probably be a bridge over here. Now, what do we have here? Oh, it's a hospital. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's our hospital there. So let's just see. The point is, I want to come over here. I don't really want to delete that much of this because it is already the fanciest kind of road. Unfortunately, this is the price you pay for auto building. Like, I would have never built this road if it hadn't been auto found, and I forgot to shut it off as far as it's being built. But let's see. That's probably not enough, but we'll see if we can't get a prefab bridge in here. So 1, 2, 3. You really need to do it this way to keep them straight. And yeah, see, I don't know if this. I don't think that's going to work. No, a little bit more. One more chunk, I think will. Yeah, let's keep that short. Is that sort of straight? Yes. There, see what I mean? Now, yeah, that looks nice from that direction. And then this, let's just get rid of this. And there. And let's swing back this way. So where you can see that it's somewhat straight. Good. All right, now I do think we want, you know what, I really want the wire frame to keep things straight. Things don't always have to be perfectly straight, but I think it's nicer when they are. So there we go. So now we have, yeah, I guess we might as well do a fancy road out to our hospital. And we want to do the same exact thing over here. So this time, why don't we just delete everything over to about here? I don't know if that's even with the other one, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, maybe. Is that reasonably wrong way? It's kind of reasonably straight. Yeah, so too close. All right, I'd rather delete not quite enough than too much. Yeah, it looks nice. Do they look about even? Yeah, they look like kind of even. Now the problem is, yeah, this hospital, you know what, let's delete it, even though it won't be very symmetric. Hospital. Yeah, we'll move that guy just to where he'll attach nicely. Now the question is, we'll have another road. Here's the question I have. You know what I think we might be better off doing is something like, right now, yeah, we would do, what do we have over on this other side there? This is, no, we don't want that. Yeah, where do we get, yeah, see, we're just coming in this way from this train stop. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, this is these dorms. So we do have a road that goes along here. And then we have a row of dorms. Let's see how this works out. Might be better than I'm picturing. Maybe different. Again, our city doesn't have to be perfectly symmetric. In some ways, it would be weird if it was. So now we can move this guy back down here. Let's move him as close to there as we can. And then let's go back and delete some road funninesses. All right, then we decided we don't want this. And then this is going to be a little bit different, and I hope it fits in here. Let's go see about, I was going to put a medical university just because, hey, why not? One day they may even be useful, or more useful than the technical university. If you, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad, would it? Now, will you fit this way? Yes, you would. Actually, you're pretty square, aren't you? All right, so let's see. I'm just Yeah, we'll put, I think that road is in about the middle. Oh, we want it to go this way then, I guess. Just trying to make it about even. All right, did we get a road attachment? Yes. So there we go. So we got medical university, and then I'd want to put up halls of residence. So what are the two different? This one holds. They don't really tell you how many it holds, do they? This one costs more. They don't use any more power. Yeah, that's right. These are, even if they held more, let's make them even. We can, if we really want more halls of residence, I can sorry, I'm focusing if you couldn't tell. If we really want more halls of residence of another type, maybe we can make them. There we go. So that's about the same number that's over there. And we still have the hospital like over there. And then what I'm thinking is we still have this gap and like this gap. Now this hospital, yep, is there. There's our bridge. See, once it auto connects, it completes all your bridges and then you can't see them. So that's another reason. Yeah, where's that building on fire? Is that electrical town? We should be okay in electrical town, I hope. Yep, fire truck is headed to the fire. Where I'm nervous about was, oh yeah, you know what? Let's take a look over here. See, this is the kind of thing when we play time, we got to be aware of. Do we have any people here? Now we're not get. Why are we not getting people? All right, well, you know what? We're going to, oh, look, 74, 65. So we are getting more and more people here. I want to do, now that we have more than one building, let's do, I want you to go to that bus stop because we're not, no, that's, oh, it doesn't tell me, oh, do we not have a bus going there? No, see, this is going to the fire station, get in and out. 100%. Yeah, we're just having a hard time getting people over there. I'm not sure why. At least every time I've looked, there hasn't been anybody working in that fire station. Now, the other thing we should do, maybe while we're here, that's a big bus. I don't want a big bus. Let's just go buy a little bus. Little bus that can hold, drives fast. That's too many, too big. How many is this? Like maybe 20 people? At the most, not 7. They're a bus that holds, well, 32. Yeah, little orange bus. And the little orange bus should go from here to here. And the people that work here should, or the people that come here should go to work here and here. Good. So you can start. And then, see, this is the distraction. Now, you know, let me know. Some people don't seem to mind, but then all of a sudden here we are off doing completely other different things. Yeah, so I have no problems with, we have plenty of people. So now you're auto searching, so you got a million things to do anyway. And I don't need to ramp the people up too much, but it's just, I just as soon get this started almost before and then we'll start doing all of this. But then yeah, let's see, do we have any, you should really be able to get going. Unfinished factory connections. Let's see. You know what? Do we have anything else down in here to build? No, I think we're good to go. We need to start bringing some supplies up here pretty soon. I'd like to at least get... Yeah, let's start... Oh, wait, you're not going to be able to get into the other ones. Yeah, you're not really, you're better at regular construction. Let's take you off of that road. And you will be more along the lines of a paving crew. I'd like to get these guys. Oops. Yeah, so let's get you. Road doesn't, okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. All right, so you're gonna have to get that one done, but you could also probably come, yeah, why is that factory connection not done yet? Oh, because you don't have any people. Okay. There we go. You don't have any people, so let's, this one does have a bus, I think, yeah. So let's get this guy. Like, in other words, because I don't have a bus on there, because I just want them really supplying things, the problem is they don't have the mechanism. Yeah, just this one's kind of short too, though. I think you'll probably, yeah, we might as well get him helping with that one. All right, there we go. So we making more progress on there. Not real quick, but I guess at some point here we really need to commit to all of this stuff. But I kind of like to be able to show you guys the stuff. Okay, so now I think the first thing to do would be to build some houses here. Let's also take a look at what kind of road this is, because I think this should be, and do we really need, from lessons learned, we're going to want a bus from here over to here. So we're definitely going to want this road, yeah, will connect out here if nothing else. Okay, so it might be a little bit awkward as long as they can get in and out. So I think what we had done before is the problem is that when we build a house all the way over here, these people can't really get into all of the stuff that they need. So what I think I'd like to do is build a bus stop over on this end. So let's come here and just make sure that's all good. Fire extinguished. Nope, that's already the good road. Yeah, and that's a bridge. All right, so let's lay down some houses. I want to get like this section going, and I want to get this section at least designed so we can start getting them in here, working on stuff, keeping these guys busy, moving us forward. Now, I think I would do, yeah, you know what, we want, this is the things, yeah, I think I would put the bus stop, I'm sorry, I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'll put like a regular bus stop here. And then we probably, none of these are bus stops. Is this the pub? Yeah, goodbye pub. Let's replace the pub with a small bus platform. Let's do one of these. Because then we could do like this. Now what are you? You're probably, yeah, you're a substation. Can we come off of here? Yes. Yeah, you know what? We have a little bit of another. No, it's not really a problem, is it? This guy needs to. Yeah, you will make it out like that. Yeah, let's take you like that. Yeah, I think that's awful close to the. Do we want another road? Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's awful close to this, but that's okay. That's, and then this guy, where does he get his road? On the other side. Let's spin that guy around. Let's turn so I can see. Oop, I just spun myself completely around. I have no idea where I was. There we go. Yeah, let's do this. All right, might not be quite as symmetric as I was at once. What is this? Oh, I thought that was a road. Okay, so let's take a look at a footpath or two, or 10. So we really do need to get all this going before we can... Oh, look, that's not even a... Yeah, let's... Yeah, I definitely want like pretty much all fancy roads. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know if we need a fancy road there, but yeah, we definitely want all the fancy roads here. So that'll get them... Let's go back to footpaths again. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to attach these footpaths because they just break up the roads. Let's get the roads done. It'll make it a little bit easier. There we go. And then, yeah. Okay, so that looks like it'll all be attached up except for this, but then we'll just attach a regular road. And then do we have... No, let's attach that guy up. That's the connection between the shopping center. Good, so we'll have a bus stop here. We will have a bus stop somewhere over here, and then we'll have a bus stop here. And that'll let us, like I'll put the bus stop on this end, because most of these people will be able to walk right over there. And then we'll see how this goes. All right, so let's go back over to finally putting in some houses. And I think we use these, yeah, over here. So let's try to do something that looks, you know, somewhat similar. So if we were to do, no, I really don't want you to attach to the road like that, but yeah, let's do, yeah, something like that. And then we had these, two of these. Yeah, let's turn this way. Like a little further down. I think that might be too far. Can I get another one of these on the end? Yes, actually, no problem. I want to leave enough, oh, not that close. There we go. So let's build the road, and then we can demolish the road, and then we can put the road back in. Is that what I did over here? Yep, or something close, maybe not as nice as I'm doing it now. And then we can go back to houses. That was this one. Yeah, we'll do that just opposite this guy. A little bit closer. Yeah, I really wish they gave you a little bit better idea of... Like, I wish that this was more accurate to be able to line up with the other things. So now what I want to make sure before I get too excited, yeah, we'll be able to attach up here and here, especially if I go longer. Now, is this fancy road? Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's... That's no better, but it's what we're going to get. Now, what I want to do is just make these less road projects. It does help. Helps if they can bring bigger loads of stuff with them. There we go. All right, that's pretty reasonable. Not 72 million little things. Then we can connect those things up. And then we get footpaths in a little bit later on. There, so there's one section. Now what did we do over here? Just a bunch of those other houses. But why don't we do just to be a little different, why don't we do some of these? Now, I'm sticking with the ones I am, mostly because of the quality of the flat. So I feel like I want to get the higher quality, you know, where like these are 96. These are very similar in size and whatnot. One holds a few more people with less quality. But I think I'd rather, let's go with the 96% quality ones over here. Because this is Neuve Revergrad after all. So I'm thinking this will end up being a little bit different. But why don't we... Yeah, I really don't want you attaching to that road with your footpath. Now can we get to... Yes. And then... That should be enough for a road in between, I think. We have some people. Yeah, I'm trying to just line them up as best I can. It's okay. Yeah, this one wants to be a little bit closer. So every time I think, I don't know, it's just hard to line it up perfectly. Yeah, see how every time it attaches, it messes up your road? Yeah, so let's start here just for the sake of it. Yeah, let's spin around so that that sign isn't in my way so much. Yeah, we'll go not as close as we can, but closer. Now, I think all of these people will reach. We'll have to do a little testing before we start time again. You know, some games even have a thing where it helps you like auto align. Like, you know, you can tell if you're on the center or not. I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, this is, well, we need a lot of people for the steel mill, so. All right, fair enough. All right, let's, after all of that, see if we can get fit roads in here. Sure will. I guess this will be the better. All right. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem. All right, let's delete all of these footpaths that got connected here. And then all of these. I really don't want those. We're going to have to redo the roads as it is because of all these breakups. But I really want to make sure that this can connect to all of the. Yeah, see, I need to. That's what I was doing. Oh, okay. You know what? That's okay. You don't really need to connect on that other end. Go over like I don't know, I guess that's fine. Let's go like right into the middle and then see, I don't want to connect them, but I just want to make sure they're connectable, right, without anything stupid. One way or the other, we should be able to connect all of these. Good, so one more road. And then let's delete this. Hopefully this didn't just cause a problem. Nope. Do we even want this road? No. I don't. Not right now. We really just don't even need that. And we really don't need anything over here. If we want to put it in later. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this for the moment. Yeah, that's a road, not the bridge. We need to... There we go. Good. I think that's enough. Now, can we get in here to do construction? Yes, we can come right in over that bridge whenever we get the bridge built. And we are playing time, so we need to go make sure the world is not coming to an end around us. But that'll give us plenty to work on. Now, how about here? Can we get in and out? Yes, we got a bridge right here. What about... Yeah, let's delete that silliness. Anything else that's silliness? I don't think so. All right, so we have our work cut out for us, just even getting in there. We've got the houses. We've got... What is this? That's more houses. Yeah, we'll have to get something connecting. And then they'll have the train. Yeah, see, these people really aren't train station people, per se. Oh, that's right. Well, now we'll wait again. But the other thing we'll want to do is I do want to make it so it's possible, not through there, possible to do footpaths. Like, so we could do a footpath down to there. And, yeah. All right, very good. I think that that's... Oh, we didn't do a bus stop. But that's okay. We can do that pretty quickly. Will you fit right on the end? No, you won't. Will you fit right here? Yeah, that's... Messed up our roads again. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, don't delete the bridge. Yeah, let's be very careful. There we go. Yeah, so let's take you back out to where you were. You need to be re-deleted. Yeah, that was it that crooked? I don't remember it being that crooked. Yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, now that I noticed it, I have to fix it. Might have been that crooked before, but that should let us make it a little bit straighter, or at least parallel with this one. Semi-parallel-ish. Very good. So we'll have a bus stop there. And we need to get our power hooked up. And then we need to get our power hooked up over here. So, you know, eventually we really need to do something to straighten out the power. Now, why are you... See me... Oh, is this one of the reasons we're having power issues? Oh, look, but I do have a switch here. Because of the way the game works nowadays, you can't tell if you actually have anything else designed. So let's come here and see. Ah, yeah. So where do you... Okay, you go across here. Ah. Okay, I don't... Did I steal everybody from here? I stole a lot of people from here. Do we have enough? Well, we got a bus, open haul, dumper. Yeah, we might just have enough. Oop. Missing concrete mixer. We might be able to fix that. Do we have... I'm lost. What do we have in here? Concrete mixer. You know what? Head back over here for now. Good. So he should get a concrete mixer. And I'm assuming he'll be able to work on those wires. Now, what was my thinking? The good news is knowing that that wasn't even attached, we can certainly do whatever design we want. So I guess the idea with this would be, yeah, I think I want to do it. What I'm thinking of is, where do we have a road? We have a road right here. Let's come over to power transformer. Right, and we'll put one here. And let's get rid of that goofiness. And we'll make a nice road. But then, so that means I want to put, let's go back to our electrical. I'm going to delete 2 of those, though I'm not sure if that was smart. I just want to be able to put this right. Yeah, I probably could have got away with 1. Oops. Yeah, this guy needs to kind of go where he needs to go. Yeah, I think I wasted a little bit of money there, but... All right, so now I would say we put one on the... I don't want to go up too far up the top of the hill. We might be able to get a road up there. We'll see. I'll make my best effort to get a road up there. Otherwise, we'll be auto buying things. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, that's a drastic thing. Don't those high voltage wires come over this way? Yes. So maybe we put a transformer like here. Though that'll mean more of our power. How about over here? Yeah, I kind of like this. I think I can get the road over to here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I don't think the power lines care about going all the way down that hill. All right, and then we can do another switch. Oops. Just a little too far away. And can we get... Yeah, you know, that's really not quite what I was thinking. My thought was, can I get down here and then see, this is a little bit steep right there, but I think we can knock that down easy enough. There, that gets us into there. Now, can we get over here to this one? Maybe. I don't want to mess up. When you start messing with the banks, you don't like that? Too big a hill climb. So you start bringing it down a little bit. No, you know what? We want to go from the other way. Yeah, it's just way steep. Nope, that's not what we want. Can we do the... Let's do the cheaty thing. That's not a road anyway, is it? That's the other end of the thing. All right, let's do... It's not even letting us do cheaty there. No, it's not letting us do the real cheaty thing. Can we... Yeah, I don't know if they didn't tighten down on the amount you can... I mean, I know we got an update at some point. I'm feeling like I'm fighting it more than I normally have to. There we go. That's far enough away from all the other stuff that I think... Now we can do the cheaty. See, as long as it's not too steep, then you can... As long as you keep the road really short, it sort of lets you... Alright. Now, let's... No, you won't do that. That though, won't you? There we go. A lot of effort for making that happen, but that's all right. All right, so we have dirt roads up to there, which makes me feel better that we did it legit, I guess. Nice. All right, I want to take a little bit of break, regather my thoughts. Look, we're almost up to $100 million. And just decide what we're going to do. Like, am I happy with it? I don't want to sit here just staring at the map while we're recording. So just give me a minute to have a sip of coffee and evaluate whether I'm missing anything before we proceed any further. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I don't know if I have all my thoughts together, but I did a couple things real quick. Just put in these power lines to the smaller substations. So I put a substation here that will cover most of this area. Plus, I just realized we don't have power to this yet. So this will catch this stuff, and it will also catch that. Then we have another one with a switch right here, and that will catch, you know, anything in this general area. And then we already had this one planned, so I put in a regular fancy road here and then connected this up, which is a substation. And that should cover everything in a pretty good radius here. And then we have one here, so I think we'll be in good shape for everything there. Now, I'm not quite sure if this medical university will get caught by there, but we'll just see. We'll if it's connected, it is. I don't plan on building too much of this just yet until we start building more houses down this way. But another thing that I wanted to do, just for spacing, if nothing else, is come in here, and we were doing these flats over there. Was these ones? I don't know. We may have mixed them up. But I want to put in, again, as much just for spacing purposes, maybe leave enough for a path to get under that bridge. I don't think we really need it. Yeah, and then let's just put another one here. Kind of closer if we can. And then I'll just do the same thing here, and why not here? And the reason for this is we don't really have a firehouse up here. And I'd like to put one close enough that maybe we can start picking up, you know, just close enough for these people to walk to it. So let's go back over to fancy roads. Now, I don't think it'll cause any problems if all these cities are interconnected. Oh, look, we got the little, you know, let's get rid of that dirt road. We'll be able to hook this up better in a second. Yeah, so I want to come out, let's just come out straight this far. And then let's come off. It's kind of too close. Let's come off like here, and then we'll go straight for a while, and then we'll do a little jit like that. So that way these houses, you know, if we do something real similar to this, there'll be another house here. That should leave plenty, if that makes sense. All right, let's reconnect that guy like that. Good. And then now this should be just straight across, because these should be... Yeah, that looks nice. I think we'll be able to attach here, right? Yep. We can always move that house. Yep, attached. And attached, one way or the other. So what happened was, if you look down here, our leveling job wasn't quite, so these two are actually stepped in like one block further, like the railroad track cuts over. You would hardly notice it if you didn't have your wireframe on, but I'm okay with it. There we go. So that what that lets me do is then what I'm thinking of is, let's take my handy dandy measuring tool. You know what? Let's plop in another house. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, see. I'm okay with that. It's not quite as lined up as I would like, but we'll delete that out. I'm not really that interested in building these this minute. It's more just for longer term layout purposes. But what I want to do is sort of get this fire station further. Like we have one right here, but the problem is the one down here, in order to go to a fire, would have to go out over this bridge, down over and around, and then back in. And I think that if we build one here, they'll be able to cover this whole upper area. I'd rather have it, say, over here, but we're not going to have any people over here for quite a while, and an extra firehouse isn't going to kill us. As far as that goes, it's probably better than worse to have it, even if it is a little more money. It's not like it uses up that many people or anything, or that it's that expensive. So I think that should, yeah, it'll have power from right here. So there we go. So I didn't forget the firehouse. Hopefully we'll remember to build it relatively quickly. We got our bus stop here. These people should be able to be bused to, if just in case they can't reach from the far end to get all the way over to whatever they need here, we can bus them around. We got a bus stop here. And then we should have, yep, we have our bus stop here to get extra people to that. We'll connect more paths up and down. These people won't end up terribly college educated, but that's okay. We don't need everyone to be college educated. Not by far. But these people, like if they're anything like these guys get good college education because they can walk down. So we'll set up footpaths like we do here where they can at least have a good chance of walking there. And they can also, right, take the train to there. Anybody can take the train there. It's just when they can walk, it's just a lot more efficient. You know what? We never... Oh, yeah, disconnected. Yeah, so there we go. I think let's play time again. I think I'm just going to commit to everything at this point. Let's go over to roads. No, we can't. All the roads are committed. Let's go to railroad tracks. That's a lot of commitment. And footpaths, do we have any of those? No. Connections? No. Conveyors? No, I guess we committed electrical stuff. Oh, pipes, no, why can't we commit to conveyors? Do we have to actually select the conveyor? I'm really having a hard time picking the right button. Oh, there we go. I don't know. Never mind. Okay, pipes. And anything else still white? Electrical. High voltage electrical. Yeah, the problem with committing is that now you can't see a half of it ever again. That's not true. So there we go. All right, so the one thing I don't like about this right now is this guy being right in the way. Now, he should be on auto searching, so I think I'm going to have him do as much as he can, but he's really right smack in the way, and I was looking to see if we could get a track past here in any way that made sense. I built this little loop of track so that we can get the trains into here, and then of course we can get them into this other one. Now, the only problem with what I've done is, well, this is all just part of that loop, is that I want them to come around this way, right? Because I don't want them to have passengers in, so I'm going to make it one way this way, and then when they come in, like we said, hopefully they'll go to the right track, but in any event, they'll come up this way to get people before they take them over to the steel mill. One of the things I was thinking of that we could do is, unlike this, see how I brought this over and it's nice and even with the two loops? I said, well, you know what, let's just not even have it interfere with this road. That they don't need to go all the way up here. Especially this side does have this jut out of houses where this side won't. So even if I decide to put some houses in here, I think I'll just handle that with buses. So having said all of that, what I think I'd like to do is eventually get rid of this section of road altogether and then have a section of road that's up here further away. So let's build a bridge across here. Let's put on my wireframe. It helps me. I'm getting a little bit better at judging the distance. So yeah, I'll put it in line with that one just because why not? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I guess that'll look good underneath of there. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look, that's already green. Now can we get that attached again? Flatten. oh, I know what happened. You know what? I was a little surprised that I didn't hit. I thought I counted the 3, but I didn't hit. It doesn't always. I think there's definitely like a lagginess. What are you doing? Oh no. Okay. You need to select the bridge. Yeah. See, I was a little surprised that it connected that quickly. So, will you actually connect, or are you going to be too short? You're going to be too short. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that long, unfortunately. Let's go back this way so we can make it straighter. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll just make it as short as we can. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Really? I think that's going to be too short again. No, I can live with that. And then you would attach up to here. And then the reason for that is, much like over here, I want to go into a bridge. And see how this worked out well enough, but it was we really probably didn't need to do it that way. We could have just made our lives a little bit easier by bringing the bridge over here. So now the other question that I have in this, now this is going to be right-hand rule. Okay, so we should be okay, because see how we had to do this switch around? And I think that's because this one's left-handed, right? Just because it's on the left side of our symmetry, where this one's right-handed. So nice. So we don't have to have this crisscross, which really doesn't help anything, keeping things flowing. This one will flow slightly better, which is good because we're going to have a lot of people heading up to the steel mill, and I'm just picturing a lot of trains ultimately going to everywhere. All right, so, yeah, so eventually when we get rid of this, we can build a bridge that will let us span this. So we're going to get rid of this track altogether, and then we'll have a bridge right here, pretty much right where that road is starting, and then we could have some train tracks going this way. We'll get rid of this road, and we'll get rid of all of this. Unfortunately, that's just in the wrong spot, and I think there's enough other construction. Let me commit to that bridge that we can. There's just enough other construction. I don't want to lose this guy until we get some more of these roads paved. Now, we could talk about firing, in a sense, this guy up. He is we don't really have power here yet, but and he's really kind of far from any kind of supplies. And this guy's not in the ideal location, but he is helping. All right, so that guy's auto searching. Game save. I like the game save, but I don't like the game save. And then this guy should be auto searching too. Oh yeah, look, I don't know. Yeah, we never really finished all of this, did we? That's all right. Let's get some more people over here before we worry about finishing that. So we have these two construction offices, which are pretty similar standard construction offices. I guess we should start. Yeah, see, we're already doing some roads, but we're going to have a problem. This guy does have buses, right? No. This guy has the buses. So anything that we're going to need people on. Yeah, let's just focus on all the roads that we can do. They can all just help each other, I think, for right this minute. And then we should probably go over and check on our other construction. one's already done. And then we could do this. Doesn't connect. Okay, so you're still working on that. All right, good. So we'll plug into there. And eventually we want to get more built over here. So we probably want to bring a better construction crew over here. Now we don't really have power over here, but we did set up this. So we really want to get this worked on as our priority. So if we move, oh good, we're getting stuff done and I'm not even signing it. That's pleasant. All right, now this, are we done? Yeah, I think I want to send some of these guys out of here. We're gonna make this more of a, we don't have a depot there now. I think the next depot, closest road depot is going to be over here. So let's just send these back to the road depot. Somehow I missed. Good, so they'll get out of there. And then I want to go find, is there anything over here? No, you know what, there's a dumper and a covered haul. And so why not get them in here? There we go. So dumper and covered haul. It's good to have. And where else? Yeah, these guys are going to be busy. I don't want to... I think what I want to do is get this guy working on the remainder of some of this stuff. Right? You can work on that footpath and this footpath. Can you work on that one? No. But you can work on this silo and this and these connections in between. And you can work on the road a little bit more. Yeah, so let's get, rather than take him away, because this is like the end of the construction over here. Let's turn off this wire frame because it's ugly. And let's get rid of these because they're just blocking our view. Sorry about that. And then we'll get them to build all this stuff. We don't have to actually use it, but then pretty shortly here, I want to get a train to take our crops over there. We can get rid of a lot of these trucks driving back and forth. What do we have here? It's a bus. Yeah, you know what? Those guys over there could use a bus. So we got bus and dumper and covered haul. And you don't have anything in this one. Just going around looking for extra vehicles. I tend to buy stuff and then... Didn't I steal the people from here? Yes. And you don't have anything in the depot here. And Farminsky doesn't have anything there. This depot's clear. These are all extra covered hauls that are more or less from the, I think, the electrical components. Yeah, what do you, you're just, you know, why don't you go into here just so that you're with all your, you can have a little covered haul convention there for a while. Now look, we got more, you know what, let's take these guys. If we're going to use them anywhere, well, I guess we'll use them coming to Moose Cow. Yeah, what do we have in this depot? Nothing. Oh, but we got a construction. There's our construction trucks we need. Yeah, you know what? I want to, let's take you just so we're more aware of you. Because I didn't even know those guys were down there. Like, I'm more likely to go look in depots when I need. Oh, you're already leaving. Okay. Yeah, I think they're, so they'll both head over here. They'll be a little bit closer to where we might need them. But there you go. This is what I was. I thought I had another. Thought I had another one. All right, so we have this bus. Let's take, no, not new stop. Let's take this bus and send him to here. So we'll have a bus, a covered haul, and a dumper already. We already have an excavator and a bulldozer, but yes, definitely want to get... do we have... Yeah, we do have one open haul. All right, I don't know which one of you is even faster, but I guess we could use... We could use the roller second, theoretically. So let's... Yeah, we want more dumpers. This is going to be mostly about paving at first. So we'll get that dumper going. We don't really need 2 buses. Yeah, concrete mixer. Yeah, definitely dumpers. You know what? You may end up building a bridge. Now, if I had hit escape, it probably would have closed this window. So that's one of the reasons I didn't do that. And then we got the open hall. I don't know how much stuff we have up here. But this won't take this mixer long to get there. And then let's go back to here where it'll be a little bit easier just to grab this guy and say, go into the covered hall. And I hope we have enough room. After all of that, with map, we're starting to use up some of the map. All right, so this, there we go. Get this guy to go to here. Okay. All right, let's take a look. I know Foxy Cool likes to see. Hold map to resize. What? Oh, no. Come back over here. There we go. So there's our mini map. That's how much we've taken up. This is the portion that we just added over here along this river. So we'll eventually take up over here a bit and then a bit over down here. So, and that'll be really, well, and then we'll do like moose cow over here. And then we'll probably do a bit of clothing up towards here. And then we'll build another, there's the little dashes I can see right here. Those are the dashes that will have like another rail line that comes from the clothing to go over to bring fabric mostly here. But that'll also, we'll have a little bit more of a mechanical components here. We have oil in this area. We might build some more plastic. So this area might get built up a little bit more. But there you go. So that's what our mini map looks like in any event. But good, I'm happy because, well, I'm not just fiddling with train issues. Though I see our money hasn't gone up very quickly. Yeah, can we close that? So do we have a traffic jam before we end the episode here? Oh, by the way, I had to take off one of the things here because see how that train just fits in there? If it blocked up the whole works because when I had 5 oil tankers on there, it just blocked it all up because it got stopped at this signal, but it was blocking this signal, which didn't let this one go through the other way. But now that's been the real one big, honestly, in all the, I mean, I haven't really done that much time recently since most of it's all been with you guys paused or you've seen what's happened. Oh, look at that. There we go. So what do we got? Yeah, see, so why could you get in there? Let's take a look. Oh, because this wasn't a chain signal. Yeah, that's everything. Everything in really needs to be a chain signal. Okay. Let's just delete this one for a second. Or this one. Both. Yeah, now should this be a chain? Yes. See, I think this should be a chain for now. And this really, let's make sure, I don't think that'll cause problems. If it does, we'll find out eventually, right? Like, I really don't think these should be two-way. And if they can't be two-way, yeah, see, this is already one-way. So it really shouldn't have made a difference there. Like, same thing here. That's... All right, that really should be, I think that's just, you can call it, like say in this one here should be a chain signal. Let's do this one, else that might cause a problem. There. Okay. Yeah, and it's a tough game. Very, very unforgiving. Good. Well, our lumber guy's filling up with lumber. How is our tree supply doing? You can always pop over and nail in a few more trees. It's never going to hurt you. Now, these guys, yeah, I guess they don't seem to be as busy as the other guys. Where are they cutting from? It looks like maybe a little more over here. Yeah, we don't want to run out of trees. Not that it's that critical, but we did run out of trees not too long ago. So let's take a quick look. Do we see any other traffic jams? And then I guess the other thing to do is, the last thing we'll do, because I think we're getting over an hour certainly. I think we're, yeah, that guy's waiting. There was no traffic jams up here. Yeah, this guy, how are we doing on? Yeah, see, no electronics. Now, are we making any? Oop, that's not the train. Yeah, barely. We need to work on that. This train thing here is just not working. It's taking too many of them away, and it's not letting us make electronics. And if I wanted to export anything, I'd really rather. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I think if he. I think I'm not going to... I'd rather export the electronics, right? They're worth a lot more money. So let's just delete him. Because even if he makes his loop, and then let's put him on wait. So we'll bite the bullet. We've got plenty of money right now. So he'll come back and wait until he gets filled up. But he won't sell off whatever's left. So I think that might alleviate the problem. Because he'll come back mostly full often, and if we're using them, we're using them, right? I'd rather not be making electronics if we need more electrical components. So that might actually be a very good little balancing act there. Now, how is our? I know we're running out of time, or it's getting long, but just out of curiosity, how is this doing? So yeah, see, we don't have any mechanical components here, which is okay as long as no one's coming in here to get mechanical components. So we'll see. We'll keep producing those. But we also may consider a better system before we start exporting some of this stuff. I think you need like a bit of an overflow. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so this is the kind of problem when you really need to make these turns long if you want to try to do this. So what do we have here? Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, let's pause it for a second. Let's go over to here, and I think this will be goodbye. I will after we get this straightened out and re-signaled. Yeah, we can't have these in here. We need to treat this. Oh, that might be long enough there, but I don't want it to cause problems. We're not going to have that many trains here that we. All right, so now what we need, yeah, look at that. That is a mess. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, we barely have enough room here too. So let's go ahead and just see if this causes a problem. Let's get that as close as I can. And we'll do a chain as close as I can. And as close as we can. And same thing here. Now, let's get rid of this and this. And yeah, I'd really like to have a signal in here, but I don't think we're... Yeah, and this should be a chain in. And that should be a regular out. And this is just the construction. Yeah, there's just a lot going on right there. I mean, we could shoot for sort of a... Can I get... Oh, yeah, look, I can get one in between. Can I get another... Oh, this should be a chain, too. But I... Oh, yeah. There we go. So that might actually not be too bad. So this should be chain in. You probably can't see that. The chain out. And then this. And it's awful tight right there. And when it is awful tight, I think the best thing to do is come in here and we'll see. The only thing you can do other than redo all your tracks is just try to make sure you get these signals as close as you can. It might have already been, but then chain. Ooh, what happened there? I didn't touch the scroll wheel, I promise. Come on. Right, and then this, yeah, some of this I do for construction, and this is really, I think the episode's getting way too long. All right, let's just get rid of all of that. Yeah, let's see, some of this was just done for construction purposes. So let's just get this, that's an in, out, in, and then we'll just do this so we don't have too many other problems. All right, that's going to have to be enough. Even though I'd like to go on for much longer, let's see what happens if we hit play. See, that's another problem if we turned one-way signals the other way. Like, where are you trying to go? Okay, now you straightened yourself out. Oh, look, we got a little, yeah, one of these. Oh, because that's not electrified. Okay, no problem. You got it on both ends. I thought it was, sometimes you get these little spots that aren't connected. All right, guys, but I have to go just because the episodes can't be too long or else the whole software thing happens. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.